Python Basics, strings. In this video we're going to have a look at what a string is, which we've already had a little bit of a look at, but we'll look at that in a bit more detail. We'll explore the difference between single and double quoted strings. We'll talk about escaping quotes, which is important to know about when at times you have a combination of single and double quotes for different reasons. And then we'll also talk about casting to a string. So we've mentioned casting previously, how you can change the type of a variable. Very important when we're working with strings to know about casting. Okay, so we've mentioned previously that we can have strings that are enclosed in single quotes, and we can also have strings that are enclosed in double quotes. And as far as Python is concerned, it doesn't make any difference. If I have a look at the contents of string 1, it will output it will display that output to me in single quotes. Or likewise, if I have a look at what's inside my string 2 variable, it will display that to me. I've used an incorrect name. I've spelt my string as strung, which is fine. So that's telling me that I've made a syntax error, even though I've spelt my variable, used an unintended spelling. I can't access it unless I use the correct spelling now, the incorrect spelling that I've used at the top. So I've got a syntax error there, but you can see that my variable has been output to me and it's displaying it to me in single quotes, even though I enclosed it in double quotes. So it's irrelevant. That actually doesn't matter. In a previous video, we saw that we can use the plus operator as a concatenation operator to join together two strings. And there is an alternative as well to that. I can join my strings together using a comma. So I can have string 1 and spell this correctly, strung 2, and I can output that using a print statement. And I've used a comma to separate my strings as a concatenation operator. And if I'm going to output those, the difference here, one, because I'm using a print operator, it's not enclosing it in quotes, so it's showing me that this is proper output from my program. But also, previously, to get this space between my words, I had to concatenate that in an empty space in order to create that. But if I use the comma as my concatenation operator, it puts the space in for me. So that's one of the differences there between using that operator. So moving on, we can also look at scenarios where I've got a variable which also uses a single quote as an apostrophe, which is a normal thing to do. I might create a quick message, something like "I wasn't home." We can see there already that the syntax highlighting here is telling me that I've got a bit of a problem. I've used single quotes to enclose my string, but I've got this as a single quote symbol, the same thing. It's performing a different function here. It's acting as an apostrophe, but Python can't recognize what I'm doing. It's confused by what I'm doing. So if I try and add that to my variable value, it's going to tell me that I've got a syntax error, and it can't actually do that. So what I can do though is change my single quotes at the beginning and use double quotes instead. So let me get that single quote, double quote, there we go. And it will recognize that, quite happily so, because I've used double quotes to enclose my string value, and my single quote is performing the role of the apostrophe there, so it's quite happy with that. So we can mix our single and double quotes for certain purposes, and that's an example. Likewise, I can use single quotes to enclose my string value if I've got double quotes inside the string. So as another option there, as another demonstration, so I can do he said, I wasn't home. Me, so it's a more complicated message there, I suppose. We can see I've got some problems. because I'm using the double quotes here to signify that that's something that was spoken to me, and I've got double quotes enclosing my strings. I can try and change those to single quotes on the outside. What's going on there? I can change those to single quotes on the outside, but it's still not going to give me what I want. There we go. It's not going to give me what I want. I've still got a problem there in message 2, and it's going to tell me that that's a problem. So in that scenario, something that I can do is to use what's called escaping the quotes. So I can escape this quote by before it putting in a backslash character. So if I put a backslash character in there, I'm effectively saying that don't treat this quote here as a part of my string containers. Instead, that's part of the message. That's actually part of the value that I'm putting inside the string. And you can see there, as soon as I've done that, the syntax highlighting is telling me now that it's quite happy with what I've got, and I can output that. And if I output that as a variable, you can see there that this is actually what's stored in the value. It's storing the backslash, the escaping the string, as a part of the actual value in the variable. But if I use my proper output statement and print out that variable as proper output, then you can see there that the real output doesn't have the backslash. It's being ignored, and it's being recognized as a character to escape that particular quote. So we can use that character it's quite a handy character to know about, and we can use that to construct more complex strings and deal with scenarios where we've got single and double quotes as well. And finally, with strings, we'll just have a quick look at casting. We saw we can cast a value of a variable from one type to another earlier when we were looking at numeric variables. We can do the same thing with strings, which can be very handy when we're concatenating together a string that includes a numeric value. So if I just create a quick string and say geeks, and I have a numeric value variable that says 3, let's say, and I want to put those together, I can use the string value and add together my strings, and I will output a value of 3 geeks without getting an error. If I don't cast that numeric variable to be a string, then joining those variables together would throw me an error. So that's casting numeric variables into strings, used mostly when we want to concatenate larger strings together that combine different variable types.